Do you think more than what you're tackling right now, in your school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. You must be smart.
For the Saudi for the Saudi community, yes.
Can you hear me now?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So, let me double check. So last time we tackled 1.2 and it was about trying new things. Today our lesson is about I like to inquire. Such an interesting topic to discuss as well. So what do you think our lesson is going to be about?
I don't know.
Try to guess. So perhaps about asking questions or like
Conversations?
Conversations, okay. Do you know this word, adverts? It's a short form of advertisements. Do you know it?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like announcement.
Like especially if they want to like sell a product, they would have an advertisement for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, interesting. So how do you usually find out about local news, events, and courses? Do you find, I think, I don't know, how do you find out about the news or things
I
that,
don't have anything to find anything at. I
sorry,
don't have Twitter. I don't have Twitter. I don't read magazines,
you mean newspaper? You don't read any newspapers?
any newspapers. No,
No Twitter as well?
no Twitter.
What about other social media?
I don't. I only use Telegram and WhatsApp.
Interesting. So do you ever make phone calls about these in English, or what is difficult about doing this?
Doing what?
I mean, if you want to know more about courses or events, when you call, do you ever talk about any of these in like in English? And would it be difficult to talk about this in English?
No.
No, not that much, right? Okay, so today we have 4 advertisements. I hope you find one of them or many of them interesting for you. So you have from A to D. Can you see them?
Yes.
By the way, did you download the book? Did you get your book?
Yes.
Did you print it?
No, I'm not going to print.
What
I
about
just
your sisters? Did they
have the
print the
PDF.
book?
I have the PDF.
Okay. What about your sisters? Do you know if they printed the book?
No, I didn't ask them.
Okay. No problem. I'm gonna like talk to them tomorrow anyway. So here you have 4 advertisements. I want you to look at them and read them, please, and then tell me which one that makes you feel interested.
Silent or loud?
Yeah, silent reading. Feel free to read them.
What?
Feel free to read them silently, yes.
Heck.
Abdurrahman, I will be with you in a minute.
What?
I will be with you in a minute. Feel free to read them and tell me which one makes you interested.
Okay.
Okay, so are you still there?
Yes.
All right, so let's see. Let's read them together. I will read the first one. Flatmate wanted. Spare room available in 3-bedroom flat. Ideal for full-time student or working professional. Shared bathroom, kitchen, living room, rent $480 or euro a month. Pets negotiable. What do you think about this advertisement?
It's good, but isn't the rent so expensive?
Depends on the country. Well, I have no idea where is this room, but yeah, kind of expensive. Again, depends. Maybe it's in New York or like in some major
New York, they're not going to use euro.
Euro is in Europe, so I would guess, yeah, still in Germany, in major cities, 480 is like normal. In Hamburg or like Berlin, yeah, or Munich.
Mm,
In the Netherlands is again it's expensive. So yeah, in Austria, Switzerland, I think they don't use euro. They use the Swiss franc.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about this advertisement?
For me, what's the last word meaning?
Negotiable?
Yes.
It means we can discuss this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Read for me, please. Please, could you please read like B for me?
Okay. Excel School of English. Advanced course in business English. Real business scenarios, including telephoning, presentations, meetings, and negotiations. Limited enrollment. Uh, guarantee.
Guarantee.
Guarantee you place with a €50 refundable deposit. Phone 0472 981 634 to enroll.
Yeah. Interesting. Advertisement for an English, like business English course.
Hmm.
Do you find it interesting?
No.
Not really. Yeah. I mean, not everybody wants to study business English. All right, let's move on to the next one. Free introductory after.
Offer.
Let me read it for you. Olympia Sports Center. Print the flyer on the right, fill in your details, and present it at the gym. To sign up for a free training session with a certified trainer worth €30. Offer ends 30th of January or 30th January. So I believe this can be a little bit interesting for you.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but again, you don't want a free session. Yeah, I hope the last one would be interesting for you. Please read it for us.
Walk and talk English. Join us for our weekly walk and practice your English along the way. Group walks €5 walk. 2 for 1 deal. If you bring a friend, that's €5 for both of you. Or schedule your own 1-to-1 walk with an English teacher. €10 hour. Free trial for first timers.
Okay. I
Sounds
believe
interesting because all of my friends only talk English. They
not
don't like
interesting.
They don't like to talk Arabic.
Yeah, they're not Arabs, right?
No, they're not.
Yeah. Do they speak some Arabic?
They know Arabic, but they don't like to.
Really?
Even me, with my friends, I talk English. Because of that, my English is good.
Good for you. Okay. Now, I want you to match the meanings 1 to 7 with the words in bold. So you have here some bold words: negotiable, limited enrollment, which means like specific numbers for registration, non-refundable deposit, means like they will not give you back this money, fill in your details, and sign up for free. And here you have 2-for-1 deal as well, and you have free trial. So please put them next to sentences 1 to 7. Just try to figure out the meaning, or like I already explained to you the meaning. So just please try to know which words are synonyms for these sentences.
Hmm. Number 7, fill your details.
Okay. Attach them, all of them together, then I will just do it with you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it together, okay?
I'm just still the last one. Wait.
All right.
Uh, okay, done. Okay.
Okay. Right, so let's match them together and see. To pay for 1 and get 2, which one would it be?
What?
You pay for 1 and get 2.
2-for-1 deal.
2-for-1 deal, thank you. You can try it out at no cost.
Free trial.
Okay, thank you. So you need to pay part of the cost now, and you can't get the money back.
None for I can't remember the word, but I know it.
Non-refundable
Oh,
deposit.
non-refundable. Okay.
Okay, it's possible we can talk about it.
It's in the first one.
Try to pronounce it. I'll help you.
Negotiable.
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 Okay, so put your name on a list for a course.
Sign up.
Sign up for, yes. There is a maximum number of this course.
I also can't remember. It's in B.
Limited enrollment, okay.
Yes.
What about write your name, address, and
Fill up your details.
yes, you're right. And here are the phrases. Okay. So please write them down. Okay. So let's move on to another question. Here we will listen to a phone conversation and then we will answer the questions, okay? Are you ready to listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unit 1. Recording 6.
Hello, English Language College. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to inquire about a course.
Okay. Have you seen the information on our website?
Well, actually, the situation is that I booked myself onto a course through your website yesterday, and now I'd like to change.
Uh-huh. Could you tell me your name?
Maria Hidalgo,
And which course was it?
a general English course, pre-advanced.
Bear with me a minute. Yes, I've got it. What would you like to change to?
I just noticed this morning that you have an advanced course in business English starting next week.
That's right.
I was wondering if it would be possible for me to change to that group.
Okay, let me just check. There are still a few places in that group, but you'll have to do a level test.
But I've already done an online test for the other course.
I appreciate that, but for this course, you need to do a level test in person.
Can you tell me why I have to do it in person?
It's because it's a specialized course, and there's an oral component to the level test.
I see. Would there be any chance of doing the level test on the phone?
Hold on, let me check. Sorry to keep you. No, I'm afraid it has to be in person.
I see. Do you mind me asking what it involves?
There's a written task that you have to do under timed conditions and preparation materials for the oral interview.
I see. Sorry to be difficult. It's just that I'm really busy this week and can't make it up to the school for the level test.
That's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure what we can do about that.
I'd really appreciate your help.
You couldn't come in on Thursday evening, could you?
No, I'm afraid not. But I tell you what, I could come in on Saturday to do the level test.
The problem is, that's leaving it very late, and we might have other applicants.
I'd be really grateful if you could hold a place for me till Saturday morning.
Can you hold on a minute? I'll just see. Okay, we can do that. We'll provisionally transfer the course fee over as a deposit.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I've got one more question, if I'm not keeping you.
No, go ahead.
If I don't get into this group, do I lose my course fee?
I'm afraid we can't refund the deposit, but you could transfer it to another course.
Oh, that's a relief. Would you mind putting that in an email for me?
Certainly.
Thanks. Could you tell me when the school opens?
We're open from 9 on Saturday. I won't be here myself, but I'll tell my colleague to expect you.
Oh, thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Okay.
So, who is the caller?
I can't remember the name, but it's a student in the English school.
And who is she calling?
The manager.
She's calling the representative for the language school.
Yes,
So-
she want to change the course. Yes.
Yeah. Or he was the receptionist, so was he able to help her?
What?
Was he able to help her?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think she was polite by asking?
What?
Okay, do you know the meaning of polite?
Yes.
What is the meaning of polite?
To be polite, using polite words.
Yeah, like not asking by what. Just excuse me, right? And was she polite, the caller?
What?
Was she polite with her questions? Was she using polite language, a softened language?
I think yes, she was.
Okay. Now, were you able to complete these sentences here?
Not all.
Okay. So I will give you another try. I will play the recording again, but this time please focus on the sentences and write the missing words. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Unit 1. Recording 6.
Hello, English Language College. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to inquire about a course.
Okay, have you seen the information on our website?
Well, actually, the situation is that I booked myself onto a course through your website yesterday, and now I'd like to change.
Uh-huh. Could you tell me your name?
Maria Hidalgo,
And which course was it?
a general English course, pre-advanced.
Bear with me a minute. Yes, I've got it. What would you like to change to?
I just noticed this morning that you have an advanced course in business English starting next week.
That's right.
I was wondering if it would be possible for me to change to that group.
Okay, let me just check. There are still a few places in that group, but you'll have to do a level test.
But I've already done an online test for the other course.
I appreciate that, but for this course, you need to do a level test in person.
Can you tell me why I have to do it in person?
It's because it's a specialized course, and there's an oral component to the level test.
I see. Would there be any chance of doing the level test on the phone?
Hold on, let me check. Sorry to keep you. No, I'm afraid it has to be in person.
I see. Do you mind me asking what it involves?
There's a written task that you have to do under timed conditions and preparation materials for the oral interview.
I see. Sorry to be difficult. It's just that I'm really busy this week and can't make it up to the school for the level test.
That's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure what we can do about that.
I'd really appreciate your help.
You couldn't come in on Thursday evening, could you?
No, I'm afraid not. But I tell you what, I could come in on Saturday to do the level test.
The problem is, that's leaving it very late, and we might have other applicants.
I'd be really grateful if you could hold a place for me till Saturday morning.
Can you hold on a minute? I'll just see. Okay, we can do that. We'll provisionally transfer the course fee over as a deposit.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I've got one more question, if I'm not keeping you.
No, go ahead.
If I don't get into this group, do I lose my course fee?
I'm afraid we can't refund the deposit, but you could transfer it to another course.
Oh, that's a relief. Would you mind putting that in an email for me?
Certainly.
Thanks. Could you tell me when the school opens?
We're open from 9 on Saturday. I won't be here myself, but I'll tell my colleague to expect you.
Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
So did you get them all?
Not all.
All right, no problem. Let's see. I will do number 1 for you. I'd like to inquire about the course.
Yes, that's what I wrote. Yes.
Well, what about number 2?
The first one is I'm wondering.
Or I was wondering, right?
Oh, I was wondering if
If it, what?
I think if, right?
Yes, if that's right. If it was, or if it would be possible, right?
Possible for me to change to that group, yeah.
That's correct. Can you do number 3 as well, please?
Can you tell me why I have to do it in person?
That's correct. What about number 4?
Would there be any chance of doing the level test on the phone?
Again, that's correct. And I can do number 5. Do you mind me asking what it involves? Go for number 6, please.
I'd be really, I can't remember.
Grateful.
I can't remember it.
I'd be really grateful if you could hold.
If you
Explain
could,
for me.
okay. And number 7, would you mind putting that in an email for me?
Okay, and the last one.
One, could you tell me when the school opens?
And here you can have the answers all in front of you. You can take them. And take them, please.
Yes, I have that.
Okay. Right. So now, polite information. Let's listen and say the inquiry at the same time as the speaker. You don't need to do that. Just listen to them, okay?
Recording 7. 1.
I'd like to inquire about a course.
2.
I was wondering if it would be possible for me to change to that group.
3.
Can you tell me why I have to do it in person?
4.
Would there be any chance of doing the level test on the phone?
5.
Do you mind me asking what it involves?
6.
I'd be really grateful if you could hold a place for me till Saturday morning.
7.
Would you mind putting that in an email for me?
8.
Could you tell me when the school opens?
Okay. So far, so good. So today's lesson is about being polite with, asking, polite inquiries. You see, in English, it's very offending sometimes, especially in England, to ask with what. You would need to soften it. Like, sorry, I'd like to know about, even if you're in a conversation with someone else, you would just say, excuse me, right? And you have some phrases you can use as an opening phrases for, the question. So would you tell me I'm phoning to ask for, I'd like to inquire. I'd like to talk to someone about, here you have like some opening phrases. Here, the next one you have polite inquiries. I was wondering, I wonder if you can help me, if you could see if there are, or if there is a place available. I'd be grateful. I'd appreciate it if you can, etc. Can you help me with some, like, do you mind asking me when the manager will be back? Would you be there would you be there? Would there be any chance of me giving you, for example, my number, or would you mind giving me a refund? Well, there are so many ways to sound polite, so please start using them. Those ones that would be really, it would really sound fancy. Okay. Right. Now, here I have an exercise for you. We will do this and then we will have our break. I want you to complete the conversations with words from the box. So please, could you do that? Use the words in the box, like to add them to the missing words in the conversation. Can you do it for me?
Okay, I think I can.
Try. We will do them together anyway. Have you finished? Did you find them?
Not all.
Okay.
Just wait a minute.
All right. Okay, let's do it together.
Okay.
So here you can find A and B. I can be A, you are B, okay?
Okay.
Yourpick.net. My name is Dave. How can I help you?
Hi, I am phoning to find out about a DVD I ordered. The reference number is 3714.
Okay, is there a problem?
Yes, it hasn't arrived yet, and I ordered it a month ago. Could you tell me when I can expect it?
Bear with me a moment. I'm afraid we have no information about the arrival date.
And you don't know when it will be in?
It's coming from the USA, so I'm afraid not. Do you want to cancel?
No, but I'll be grateful if you could look into it.
No problem at all.
And would there be any chance of phoning me when it arrives?
Sure. Let me check if we have your phone number. Okay, that's great. Thank you very much. So now let's have our 10 minutes of break, and after break we will continue. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Abdurrahman, are you back?
Yes,
How was your break?
eating.
Are you hungry?
No.
If you didn't finish, you can go back, finish.
No, I finished.
Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next page, and it's manage inquiries. What's the meaning of inquiries, by the way?
What?
What's the meaning of inquiries? The word like questions, right?
Maybe.
Well, inquiries, it's like asking questions. Now, so yes, so here we have a conversation between the sports center receptionist and the caller. All right. So we will play role this. Do you want to be the sport center receptionist or the caller?
You pick first.
No, what do you like? Remember, you need to use a polite intonation, okay? I would say you should be the caller, so you can ask in a polite way. Remember what you studied. So, hello, how can I help you?
Explain you have some questions about the free gym.
Yeah, in a polite way. Would you?
Yes, I was going to say that. Would you please tell me about the free gym membership?
I'm sorry, could you hold on a minute? You're just on the other line. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, sir.
Can I get my friend to share me the session?
Right, let me check your information, sir. Can you please hold the line? I'm sorry, it's not possible. Okay, the other one.
How much does it cost?
Well, it depends on the level of membership, and you can also check on our website.
Thank you for helping me.
Okay, no problem, sir. Bye for now. Well, you were good, but the intonation wasn't that, perfect, but it's fine. Right, so now we can, yeah, well, we already covered one situation, so yeah, no problem. Now let's move on to the next page. Well, here we have what we call the DVD unit. As I told you before, every module has 4 units, and for the 4th unit in the module, it's about a DVD, a video we watch and we answer. So if you look at the pictures here, what do you think this video is going to be about? And what do you think this unit is going to be about? The title is Great Experiences.
About experience.
About new experiences, right?
Yeah.
So what is the one thing you've always wanted to try? And one place you've always wanted to visit?
I wanted to visit Japan
Why Japan?
because of anime.
Are you like, do you watch anime?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. What kind of anime do you watch?
Now I'm watching Naruto.
Naruto, okay.
I finished Attack on Titan. I finished Demon Slayer. I'm also watching Chainsaw Man, and also I finished Vinland. I finished a lot. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, I'm not that big fan of anime because they're very long,
No, they're not
hundreds of
very
episodes.
long. Like Demon Slayer, like maybe 30 episodes or 40 about that. All of the episodes together.
Naruto is like 1,000.
Yeah, yes, and he's no Naruto. There's Naruto Shippuden. There's Boruto, his son.
The
So it
sun.
continues. So Naruto with Naruto Shippuden, it's like 750, but a lot of
Wow.
them are fillers. So like half of them fillers only.
Man, how can you like watch all of that?
That's okay. Attack on Titan, it's only I think 87 episodes.
87. That's almost 100.
Oh, yeah. One Piece is I think 1048,
And did
and
you watch
it's
it
still
all?
no, I didn't watch it. I'm going to watch it after finishing Naruto because I've done
It will
like
never finish.
no. You know
Uh,
what? One Piece is now like 1048, and it's still going to continue 7 years. 7 years
Man,
later. Yeah.
it's just very interesting how can they continue with the plot. I mean, the plot is never ending, and they keep always just putting extra events and
Yeah.
characters. Just, I have no idea how how they're doing it. I bet
The
there is more
story
than
is
one
still
writer.
one. Like One Piece is about Luffy that he wants to become the king of the pirates.
Yeah, and 1,000 episodes, and he couldn't do that. So I think there is no point of doing it anyway. Interesting. Just they're trying to make you live with the enemy, like for real.
It's better than anything,
Well, in your, according to you, but not
according
according
to
to
me.
me.
Yeah, like cartoon is mid.
So, interesting. So here, today's episode, it's about 50 things to do before you die. So
Today's
there was
episode.
this, sorry,
Episode? You said episode.
I said 50 things.
No, I think today's episode.
Yes, today's episode from BBC.
Oh, BBC.
Yeah.
No, I
Not
was
not from
confused.
Narado.
What's no? I was confused. Why?
Yeah, well, episode, or we can call it just a DVD or a video because it's not gonna be a long one. It's just like 4 or 5 minutes. So there's this show that is about like 50 things you need to, or like you have to do before you die. It's just they're hypothetically having like 50 things that people would love to do in any, like, at any time of their life. And of course, in our video, we won't see the 50 things because there are like too much. I believe in our video, we're just gonna see 4 or 5 things of them.
Hmm.
Like they were like, elective with that.
Uh-huh.
So when the BBC asked its viewers what one thing they'd like to do in their lifetime, the response was overwhelming, with more than 20,000 members of the public sending in their ideas. 50 Things to Do Before You Die takes the viewers on tour through the top 50 viewers' choices. These range from observing rare and exotic animals in the natural habitat, traveling a historic route by train, car or jet plane, or some more extreme activities, not for the faint-hearted. Among them, bungee jumping, husky dog sliding, and wing walking. Whether you're a hardcore traveler or armchair tourist, you're sure to find inspiration for your next journey. Okay, so now it's time to watch the video, and after the video, we have some questions to answer. Are you ready to watch the video?
Mm-hmm.
At number 38, it's husky sledding. I've come to Saariselkä in Finland for a test drive. Absolutely beautiful here. The snow is just like, it's got little bits of crystal all over it, and you can really take it in because the dogs are doing all the hard work.
Just the sound of the snow and the dogs panting with all the silence around, I think that'd be fantastic.
Totally silent apart from the sound of the sled and the dog's paws. Incredible.
Are you ready? As I'll ever be.
This is much more exhilarating than just sitting in the sled. Actually having the dogs work for you and feeling like you're in or out of control is definitely where it's at.
Meet Rebecca Over, an estate buyer from Surrey who, like hundreds of you crazy people, wanted nothing more than to be strapped to the outside of a plane and take part in your very own wing-walking display. The craze started when World War I pilots would strap their poor girlfriends to the outside of their planes to entertain the crowds at air shows. We sent Rebecca off to Renkham in Gloucestershire.
I'm feeling excited, a little bit nervous. Can't wait, raring to go.
So, buckled and braced, our daredevil is ready to go.
The wind is really strong. It was really hard to do the waving. Oh, it's been wonderful, an amazing day.
Still in America now, and time to go west on the legendary Route 66. 2,400 miles, 8 states, 3 time zones, one incredible journey.
Once upon a time, it was kind of the thing to do.
The famous route from Chicago to Los Angeles was used by thousands of Americans attempting to flee the hard times of the Great Depression. And for many, it's remembered as the road to opportunity.
I'd love to experience what they did, travelling over 2,500 miles, and experience that wonderful feeling of getting somewhere which is better.
Next up, something you've let get as high as 17 on this list. You're crazy. It's bungee jumping.
The feeling you get when you jump off, fall off, dive off, or whatever, is just awesome.
Just to fly like that and just end up being stretched and bounced back up. Great fun.
Throughout history, they've intrigued mankind with tales of their mystical powers and super intelligence. Their legendary curiosity and playfulness have enchanted us for generations. Thousands and thousands of you have bombarded us with emails and calls to say the #1 thing to do before you die is to go swimming with dolphins.
They're absolutely amazing animals. They're so gentle, they're so sensitive.
once you swim them, you don't want to leave them.
A one-off magical experience.
And it was incredible. It's amazing because they're so responsive and they feel fantastic, don't you? You feel wonderful, you feel so lovely. And they're so huge and so powerful and yet so playful. And I'm really, really lucky to be here with them.
Wow, that's really interesting. Which
Yeah.
one made you inspired the most?
All.
All, right? Would you like to do them all?
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do the most?
Maybe the wing walking.
Okay, interesting. So, okay. So let's try to answer these questions together, and then we will watch the video again and make sure that we were right. So the main thing people say they love about sliding is the scenery. True or false?
What is scenery?
Like the view.
I think yes, yeah.
What about the presenter preferred driving the sled to sitting in it? You know what? Read them and write next to them true or false according to what you think. And then you will watch again, and then by then you will make sure you were right or not. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, take your time.
Okay, done.
Okay. All right. Before we watch again, I want you here, try to fill in the gaps. Or you can do this while you're watching the video as well. So you have two tasks to do. I don't want to play the video 3 times. So this is another exercise. You need to keep in mind that you need to do it, to fill in the gaps while you're watching the video as well. Can you do it?
Okay.
Okay. Let's play it again.
At number 38, it's husky sledding. I've come to Saariselkä in Finland for a test drive. Absolutely beautiful here. The snow is just like, it's got little bits of crystal all over it, and you can really take it in because the dogs are doing all the hard work.
Just the sound of the snow and the dogs panting with all the silence around, I think that'd be fantastic.
Totally silent apart from the sound of the sled and the dog's paws. Incredible.
Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
This is much, much more exhilarating than just sitting in the sled. Actually having the dogs work for you and feeling like you're in or out of control is definitely where it's at.
Meet Rebecca Over, an estate buyer from Surrey who, like hundreds of you crazy people, wanted nothing more than to be strapped to the outside of a plane and take part in your very own wing walking display. The craze started when World War I pilots would strap their poor girlfriends to the outside of their planes to entertain the crowds at air shows. We sent Rebecca off to Renkham in Gloucestershire.
I'm feeling excited, a little bit nervous. Can't wait, raring to go.
So, buckled and braced, our daredevil is ready to go.
The wind is really, really strong. It's really hard to do the waving. wonderful and amazing day.
Still in America now, and time to go west on the legendary Route 66. 2,400 miles, 8 states, 3 time zones, one incredible journey.
Once upon a time, it was kind of the thing to do.
The famous route from Chicago to Los Angeles was used by thousands of Americans attempting to flee the hard times of the Great Depression. And for many, it's remembered as the road to opportunity.
I'd love to experience what they did, travelling over 2,500 miles and experience that wonderful feeling of getting somewhere which is better.
Next up, something you've let get as high as 17 on this list. You're crazy. It's bungee jumping.
The feeling you get when you jump off, fall off, dive off or whatever is just awesome.
Just to fly like that and just end up being stretched and bounce back up. Great fun.
Throughout history, they've intrigued mankind with tales of their mystical powers and super intelligence. Their legendary curiosity and playfulness have enchanted us for generations. Thousands and thousands of you have bombarded us with emails and calls to say the #1 thing to do before you die is to go swimming with dolphins.
They're absolutely amazing animals. They're so gentle, they're so sensitive.
Once you swim them, you don't want to leave them.
A one-off magical experience.
And it was incredible.
It's amazing because they're so responsive and they feel fantastic, don't you? You feel wonderful, you feel so lovely. And they're so huge and so powerful and yet so playful. And I'm really, really lucky to be here with them.
Well, that's really beautiful. Okay, so I hope you managed to find your answers there. So let's try with 1. Is it true or false?
Number 1.
Yeah,
True.
it's false.
That's false.
People say they love the silence, the sound of the and the dogs. What about number 2?
It's true.
Correct. 3?
I think false.
That's right. It's false because polite would just strap their friends to the outside of their, planes. Now, what about 4? Sorry, I mean pilot.
What's
Pilot.
surprisingly?
Sorry?
What surprisingly means?
Surprisingly, it's like by surprise.
Oh. False.
That's right. It's really hard to do the waving.
Yes, because of the wind.
Yeah. What about number 5?
True.
Okay. 5, it's false because it runs to
Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yes. What about 6?
One of the beings. It's true.
Correct. And 7?
True.
That's right. What about 8?
False.
Yeah. Okay, you were right, and here are the answers. You can find them on the screen. All right, now let's try to fill in the gaps here. So did you manage to fill in the gaps?
No.
Do you want to watch it again to fill in the gaps? No, right?
No.
Yeah, 3 times is too much. Let's do it together, okay? So observe is to take. Here you need where, and here you need to take part in, the thing to do, and here you need whatever, and then here you need and yet, which is but. Now I wanted to read the 5 sentences for me, or 6 sentences for me, since you couldn't find them. At least please read them for me. Can you see them on your screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you read them, please?
From the number 1.
From number 1.
Yeah. And you can really take it in because the dogs are doing all the hard work.
Okay. Read them all.
And feeling like you're in or out of control is definitely where isn't it at. Wanted nothing more than to be strapped to the outside of a plane and take part in your very own wing walking display. Once upon a time, it was the kind of the thing to do. The feeling you get when you jump off, fall off, dive off, or whatever, is just awesome. They are so huge and powerful, and yet so playful, and I'm really lucky to be here with them.
Thank you. Okay, so that was good. Thank you very much for reading for us. And I believe we're almost done with our lesson. We have just 2 exercises there. We will finish them and you will be off to go. Don't worry. So yeah, now think about something you have tried or you have tried that you would recommend to someone else. For example, a journey or experience with animals or nature, a sport, or make notes to 1 to 3. Right, so you need to suggest me something. And here are the questions that can help you. For example, what was the activity? How did you feel about it? And why do you think it's worth trying? So think about something you did, answer those questions and share me. Tell me, I suggest you this because when I went there, you understand me now, right?
Mm. Traveling alone.
Have you traveled alone?
It's not alone, with friends. Yeah.
Where did you travel to?
Abha,
What is Abha? Is it the name
city
of a city?
in Saudi Arabia.
Cool. So did you travel without your parents?
Yes.
Just guys together?
Me with friends. Yeah.
Did you have an adult with you?
Yeah. It's like we have a Quran thingy that we I don't know the name in English. In the
Okay.
mosque.
How did you feel about it?
It was good. It was very nice. They're so cold. Like we are in the summer and the night, it's not going up to 10 degrees
Oh,
in the
that's
summer.
very cold for Saudi Arabia, right?
At 12 p.m. it's 20.
Well, where is this city? Is it near Yemen, near Iraq? Which?
Yeah, it's near Yemen. Yeah.
Oh, that part of Saudi Arabia is greeny, right?
Yeah, it's mountains.
Mountains, nice. What was the name of the city again?
Abha.
I found it. Yeah, it has some greeniness. Interesting. It has gardens. Oh, it's greeny. So you can see, like for Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Maybe I can go there one day. Okay. Now let's listen to someone describing an activity. Right? We don't need to answer. Just let's listen to this person.
Unit 1. Recording 8.
I'm not the kind of person who likes to be a daredevil or do anything too exciting, but the most incredible thing I think I've ever done was when I went skydiving. So we went up in a tiny plane. I mean, it's so small, so it was quite scary. And the build-up was just epic. I was attached to another guy, an expert, by a harness, and I was sitting in front of him in this sort of, it was like a tiny tube little plane, and we went higher and higher and higher, and the suspense was building up, and then suddenly they just open this door, and you're flying through the sky, and you can just see for miles, and it's freezing cold. And the thing I'll remember most is the cold air hitting my teeth, because it was just absolutely freezing. And we sort of scuttled out to the edge, and our legs were dangling through the door of the plane. And he just said, I remember him shouting, he just said, "Smile," because there's a camera guy as well, because he can film it. And we sort of fell forward, and we were just spinning until he sort of levels you out. It was like I was completely weightless, and it didn't feel like you were falling at all. You were just sort of hovering. And it was still freezing cold on my teeth as well, like that. And then the parachute, I remember lifting out, and it just sort of pulled me all up. I was like, oh, like that. And we started spinning around, just doing all these kind of tricks and stuff. And that's when I started feeling sick, because it was spinning so fast. But it was just so much fun. It was hilarious. I was laughing, 'cause even though I felt sick, it was just the experience of it all and the adrenaline rush. It's one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. And it's an activity I'd like to recommend to all my friends, because I know they'd absolutely love it. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Interesting. What do you think about his activity?
I actually want to try it.
Interesting. Okay, the last thing for today to do, let's read this introduction from a web forum, and let's see about the writer's contribution. So I will read for you, and then you can read the comment. So we're looking for true stories that will inspire others to try something they've never done before. Whether it's a place you have been, a food you have tried, a sport or an activity you've done, tell us about it in 200 words or less. Remember, your goal is to get others to try it. So tell us, what is so extraordinary about it? And why it's one thing we should do in our lifetime. Read the comment, please.
Okay. Stacy. Each day we walked slowly through the section of the jungle where they live. The first 2 days we didn't see any about how I was determined to stay as long as it took, and on the third day he saw an adult female and her baby on a branch, eating leaves with their auburn for glinting in the sunlight. The thing I'll remember most is the moment where our eyes met.
Okay, thank you. So I believe this is all for today. Do you have any questions, any queries?
No, thank you.
Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, and we're done for today. We finished like almost 2 units, and that's very good.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we can start with module 2. So far, so very good. So
Yeah,
see you tomorrow then.
okay, bye-bye.
Bye.